Marcy and the Lost Book of Tides. Part 2. Marcy the Mermaid, Coral the Clownfish, and Finn the Dolphin. Marcy, Coral, and Finn stared up at the sea serpent as it coiled around the chamber, its glowing blue eyes locked onto them. "You have awakened the Book of Tides," the serpent hissed, its deep voice vibrating through the water. "But are you worthy of its magic?" Marcy straightened her shoulders. "We didn't come for power, we came for knowledge. The ocean's magic should be used to protect, not control." The serpent studied her for a long moment. Then, with a flick of its tail, the cave trembled. "If you seek wisdom, then prove it. You must pass the trial of the tides." A wave of magic pulsed from the book, and suddenly, the chamber changed. The three friends found themselves standing on the ocean floor without water. The sea had pulled back, leaving behind 3 coral paths, each leading to a different glowing portal. "There are 3 trials," the serpent said. "One of strength, one of wisdom, and one of heart. You must each choose a path." Finn, always eager for a challenge, leaped down the first path. He found himself facing a raging whirlpool, spinning so fast that it pulled everything toward its center. A voice echoed in the currents. "True strength is not about force but about control." Finn took a deep breath. Instead of fighting the current, he dove into it, twisting and turning with the whirlpool instead of against it. He used his dolphin speed and agility to glide along the currents, learning to move in harmony with the water. As he reached the center, the whirlpool suddenly stilled, turning into a peaceful stream. Finn had passed his trial. Coral's path led her to an enormous maze of seaweed, shifting and changing like a living puzzle. Glowing runes floated above each entrance. A voice whispered, "The wise fish does not rush. The wise fish listens to the currents." Coral paused, using her small size to swim gently through the maze. She watched the way the seaweed swayed, following the flow of the water rather than forcing her way through. Step by step, she navigated the maze, reaching the other side just as the walls parted, revealing the next passage. She had passed the trial of wisdom. Marcy's path took her to a dark trench, where a single tiny fish was trapped beneath a fallen coral branch. The little fish struggled, unable to free itself. A voice murmured, "The greatest magic is found in kindness." Without hesitation, Marcy swam forward, gently lifting the coral with all her strength. The tiny fish wiggled free, and as soon as it did, the entire trench lit up. Thousands of glowing fish swam out, revealing that the little fish was the guardian of the deep. The fish glowed brightly, transforming into a shimmering pearl which Marcy gently placed in her palm. She had passed the trial of heart. Suddenly, the friends found themselves back in the chamber, the serpent watching them with approval. "You have proven yourselves," it said. "You seek not power, but wisdom and kindness. The magic of the Book of Tides is yours." The book flipped open on its own, revealing pages of ancient spells, some to heal wounded coral, some to summon waves to rescue lost sailors, and others to speak with sea creatures of every kind. Marcy smiled at her friends. "This magic isn't just for you, it's for the whole ocean." With that, the Lost Book of Tides glowed brightly and, instead of vanishing into legend again, became part of the sea itself. Its magic flowing through every current, every wave, and every creature. From that day on, Marcy, Coral, and Finn became guardians of the tides, using the book's wisdom to protect the ocean and all who called it home. The end? Or just the beginning of their next adventure? True.